Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Charles with the latest edition of Charles Snyder Raw. It's Wednesday, hump day, halfway to the weekend. Woo! Which doesn't matter a whole lot to us entrepreneurs. Uh, Look, Charles Snyder Raw series, if you've been following them, you know already what I'm about to say, but for the new followers, just to let you know, this is just it's unscripted, unedited versions of whatever I'm dealing with in business today in the moment. It's not planned. There's no script, very little editing, just to take out some of the ums and the ahs I may throw out there. And I just kind of talk about whatever I'm dealing with at the moment, or what's foremost on my mind. Lately, there's been a lot of for the past like week or so, there's been a lot of chatter on Facebook and just in the on the internet in general about this whole thing with Facebook doing away with third party marketing as well as the messenger bots in response to this breach of trust that some people were just making it out to be a whole lot more than what it ever was. But anyway, as I stated in the last video, uh, actually two other videos, that the Federal Trade Commission has stepped in on this and they're just beginning to do their investigation on this. So, and Facebook has taken some steps to try and avoid all this, but I think it's a little too late because once the Federal Trade Commission gets involved, then there's going to be a whole lot of people that say, well, they got to do something. Um, so, unfortunately, the government is already involved. So, there's almost certainly going to be some kind of uh, regulations or stipulations that come out of this that Facebook is going to have to follow. Now, the fact that they are trying to take some steps to address this beforehand in the hopes that it's going to be a lot less than if they did nothing at all and just kind of hope for the best. They're taking some steps, and it's a lot of it's reactionary. It's kind of knee jerk, a knee jerk reaction, as I've stated before, that um, that has very little to do with the actual problem. Now, some of that, the third party marketing and stuff that they've done away with, and they're going to be phasing out over the next couple months into October of 2018, I believe. I forget what the actual date is. Um, so if you're using that, yeah, it might be a problem. But the other side of that coin is if you do a good job of creating ad copy and crafting a message for a particular audience, you don't really need all that other crap. You can build a file or build an audience, build a custom audience using, your Facebook pixel and stuff like that. And just let the algorithm take care of really niching stuff down. So you don't have to do a whole lot of micro targeting. So, yeah, some of those tools are going away. You're not going to be able to see what your estimated reach is anymore, which is going to be kind of, hit or miss to get started. So it kind of comes back to, you know, using some due diligence before you actually run an ad. So instead of, say, in the past, I've heard and know of people that just, they create an ad and they throw thousands of dollars at it, hundreds or thousands of dollars. And that's just not going to work anymore because if you don't have the reach or you don't know what that reach is, you may saturate the market way too fast. So you're going to have to switch ads anyway. The other side of that is you could, just start off small. Start off at $1 a day and build it from there. If the ad does good, if you're getting good reach with it, put more money into it. If it's not, switch gears, start another campaign, make some adjustments or whatever, put $1 a day at that, and you're good to go. So, um, yeah, as I've stated before, I don't think it's that big of a deal because that's how I've been running ours is we start off small. We test a couple ads, we do what's called split testing or A/B testing. Throw $1 a day at it, see which ones are performing well. If they're not performing at all, we kill the ad. And, our spend is minimal. We're starting to get some ads. Right now we're working on some ads that are starting to get some real good reach. So we're going to be putting more money into those, discontinuing the ones that just are not performing well. And then we're going to start, making some adjustments there to see what we can do to make those ads better. So you can do the same, or you can have us do it for you. In either case, this whole third party mess with Cambridge Analytica and the Federal Trade Commission and Facebook, it's not that big of a deal. It's not affecting our business. There's ways to work around it. So I'll leave it at that. I have, we're working on a bunch more videos and stuff. I got 2 5 minutes with Charles videos to get done. I started doing the one last week. I think we're going to scrap that one and re-record it, and then kind of go from there because it's not very relevant to what we're actually talking about now. So we're actually going to focus probably more on this whole Facebook issue until that blows over, and then we'll go back to doing answering questions and stuff. So with that, I will leave you with that. Have a great day. Love, peace, and chicken.